When leaders of the world's 7 most developed economies meet in Japan this week, demands for infrastructure investment worldwide will be high on the agenda. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's push for quality infrastructure investment throughout Asia has been widely viewed as a counter to the rise of Chinese investments flooding into the region. This report.
Whether it be roads, railways or ports, Cambodia's infrastructure needs are overwhelming. The Asian Development Bank conservatively estimates that Cambodia will need $12 to $16 billion in infrastructure investment between 2013 and 2022 to maintain its growth rate. Last year, Japan announced a $110 billion injection into Asia over 5 years. The Japan International Cooperation Agency in Cambodia, or JICA, is putting millions of dollars of this money to use with road, port and bridge development among the many infrastructure projects underway. JICA Senior Representative Takashi Ito says that quality infrastructure means long-lasting structures that take into account the social and environmental consequences of their construction.
Well, sometimes, Japanese aid is criticized to be slow, but, it is needed. It's not a kind of waste of time, but it is, how can I say, time for necessary consideration or necessary preparation.
However, a single donor can't fund it all. In recent years, China has become Cambodia's largest source of infrastructure funding, but Beijing's investments have also been criticized for a lack of quality and standards. Analysts say the Cambodian government is faced with trade-offs between the standards applied by traditional donors like Japan and the immediate needs supported by funding from China.
For some donors, they require a long procedure before we can get a loan and develop an infrastructure, so maybe there's a time cost in there. But for other donors like China, we tend to get the fund quickly and do it quickly, but there could be an issue with cost and quality.
The government has long taken a stance of neutrality, saying it can ill afford to reject funding from any donor. Political analysts say the strategy of playing outside forces off one another helps keep the government's international funding options open.
For a country like Cambodia, which is small and weak and dependent on outside money, diversification of its foreign relations is always going to be a priority. The more friends Cambodia can have, the better.
Regardless of the source, expectations for infrastructure improvements in Cambodia are rising along with income.